Erykah Badu has put a stranglehold on this marketplace for over 25 years, successfully putting herself as the elite and everyone under her.
My magic doesn't lie between my thighs, it lies between my ears.
I tell you this right now, y'all talking about free Britney, y'all need to be doing a campaign that say free Beyonce.
The Beyonce is free.
She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
Jaguar Wright is known for wild allegations and the occasional truth that she spills, which sets the internet on fire. The singer has a history of calling the Carters out, especially Jay-Z, but this time she has her sights set on his wife, Beyonce. A few years ago, soul singer Erykah Badu made a few wild accusations against Queen Bey that sent everyone into a state of shock. However, many people found it hard to believe, given the squeaky clean image Beyonce has projected on her fans. At the time, many called Badu's alleged revelations ridiculous and absurd, ramblings of a mentally unstable person. Indeed, many fans, especially Beyonce's fanatics, called Badu all sorts of names, including jealous and envious. However, all that appears to have changed with Jaguar Wright's recent comments. Now, many people are beginning to look beyond the squeaky clean image, seeing the queen of R&B for who she really is. So, what did Jaguar Wright say to change people's opinions about Beyonce? Stick with me as I bring you all the lowdown on the Erykah Badu-Beyonce situation.
I tell you this right now, y'all talking about free Britney, y'all need to be doing a campaign that say free Beyonce.
The Beyonce is free.
She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
Jaguar Wright has apparently made a few comments that seem to buttress what Erykah Badu has been saying about Beyonce. Her words come on the back of the subtle beef that has been going on between the two celebrated artists. The source of the beef? Well, word on the street suggests that Erykah Badu thinks Beyonce is copying her style and isn't cool with it. The whole brouhaha began sometime last year when Badu posted a photo of Beyonce wearing a wide-brimmed chrome hat during her Renaissance tour, which was eerily similar to what Badu wore at the official Met Gala after party. Badu shared a photo of herself wearing the hat next to a photo of a Bey wearing hers with the caption, "I guess I'm everybody's stylist." Fans interpreted the comment as a shade directed at Beyonce. In their estimation, Badu was telling the whole world that Queen Bey was a copycat who didn't have an original style. The Bey Hive, Beyonce's loyal fans, then mounted a solid defense for their icon. According to them, Erykah Badu didn't copyright the look, and thus there was nothing wrong with Beyonce replicating it. Others also claimed that it was a mere coincidence, and that the single ladies crooner didn't mean to copy Badu's style. Others still believe that there was nothing wrong with Beyonce taking inspiration from Badu. After all, she was a trailblazer and an icon in the music industry. Beyonce herself didn't directly address Badu's picture or the storm it generated on the internet. Always the one to project a spotless image and the "I'm mature so I won't banter with anyone" mentality, Beyonce resorted to subtle means to express her feelings. During a concert that happened just days after the Bag Lady singer posted her picture on the internet, Beyonce name-dropped Badu while performing Break My Soul, the Queen's remix. Instead of singing the usual lyrics, where Bey acknowledges Badu, Lizzo, Kelly Rowell, she changed it to Badu, 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 Badu. Her subtle emphasis on Badu's name was interpreted by some fans as an admiration for the soul singer. They felt that Beyonce removed both Lizzo and Kelly Rowland's names to pay homage to Badu's greatness. They thought that Beyonce had nothing but love for the didn't cha know singer and was exhibiting it on stage. However, others also saw it as a jab at Badu. They explained that Beyonce's repetition of her name was a caution to the soul singer to stop playing around with her. According to those fans, Beyonce might not have been overly impressed with Badu's antics on social media a few days ago, thus fired warning shots at her. Curiously, many members of the Beehive had the same interpretation and started stinging Erykah Badu on social media. She was dragged for days on end, with Beyonce's fans calling her all sorts of names. The backlash and criticism she got forced her to call Jay-Z for help. Taking to her social media handles, the window seat crooner wrote, "To Jay-Z, say something, Jay. You gon' let this woman and these bees do this to me?" However, Badu poked the Beyhive again this year when she posted a cryptic message that sought to ridicule Queen Bey. Taking to Instagram, the window seat singer posted a picture of Beyonce wearing only a sash featuring her mother's maiden name, Beyonce, as she rocks a beaded braids look. The photo was from Beyonce's cover art for her new album Cowboy Carter. This time, fearing what might befall if she wrote anything that suggested a hint of shade against the queen of R&B, Badu captioned the post, However, even that caption didn't change anything as the Beyhive concluded that the Tyrone singer was once once again taking shots at their queen. Thus, they descended on her in droves, calling her out for attempting to beef their icon. Beyoncé's publicist, Yvette Noel Schure, added her 2 cents to the whole brouhaha when she posted a video compilation of Beyoncé, adding braided styles to many of her looks throughout the years. She then captioned her post, "She slays. She slays. Now. Then. Always." Act 2, Cowboy Carter 3.29. As expected, Beyoncé refused to comment on the issue but allowed her fandom to do the talking. Meanwhile, she has always maintained respect and admiration for Erykah Badu and her works. But they insist that Badu has something against their idol and almost always interpret whatever the soul singer says as a shade against her. This was made apparent when Erykah Badu passed a seemingly innocent comment about her mystical powers in an interview with Tamron Hall. Badu talked about how her powers were between her ears and not her thighs, which she uses to promote other people. Fans suspected that Erykah Badu was taking a swipe at Beyoncé, especially when Beyoncé's former drummer, Kimberly Thompson, told the whole world that the single ladies crooner practiced witchcraft. Thompson, who played in Beyoncé's all-girl band, filed a lawsuit against her former boss, alleging that Beyoncé was practicing extreme witchcraft and magic spells against her. Thompson also accused the R&B star of slaughtering her pet kitten in elaborate rituals for some sort of mystical powers. She told the Daily Mail TV, "This has been a complete nightmare. I've been absolutely brutally abused by her, trying to control everything I'm doing." She also claimed that her cat had started acting up before it passed away. "Every time I came home from work to rest, I was just being abused to the point where I'm still healing from a scratch on my rib cage," Thompson said. "It drew blood. It was awful. It was so manic and gnarly that I ended up calling 2 psychics. I got the word from the first psychic and I didn't want to believe it." So, with Thompson accusing Beyoncé of extreme witchcraft, especially given how closely she worked with the singer, fans surmise that Badu took aim at Queen Bey when she claimed that her power resided between her 2 ears. According to them, Erykah Badu was insinuating that both she and Beyoncé had mystical powers, but she used her for good, while Beyoncé used her to perpetuate evil. This is because some people in the industry have accused Beyoncé and her husband Jay-Z of being part of the secretive organization, the Illuminati, where they sacrificed other artists, which gives them power. However, they use these powers to bring down other celebrities so they can always be at the top. One such person is Jaguar Wright. She once claimed that Jay-Z was evil and controlled Beyoncé, making her do his bidding. The singer alleged that Beyoncé was sold to Jay-Z when she was just 16, and since then, she had been under the control of the Empire State of Mind rapper. Interestingly, a quick search revealed that Beyoncé was 18 when she first started dating Jay-Z. In a 2008 interview with 17 magazine, Beyoncé claimed she was of age when she gave in to Jay's advances. "I was 18 when we first met, 19 when we first started dating," she told 17 in 2008 via MTV News. "There was no rush. No one expected me to run off and get married." However, Jaguar Wright feels that Beyoncé cooked up her age, probably under the influence of Jay-Z.
Is Beyonce lying about her age?
Ask Gabrielle Union. They went to school together.
Despite evidence to the contrary, Jaguar Wright stuck to insisting that the Halo singer was underage. She also claimed that Jay plied Queen Bey with a lot of and initiated her into the Illuminati. Wright doesn't appear to have much of an issue with Beyoncé, as she does with Jay-Z. In their opinion, the rapper would do anything that he could to get to the top and wouldn't mind whoever he stepped on. She once accused the Young Forever rapper of eliminating Big L, a budding talent in the hip-hop industry who passed away in a drive-by shooting. Big L, who grew up in the same vicinity as Jay-Z, was touted as one of the best freestyle rappers in the game. Many fans praised him for his intricate wordplay, delivery, and unforgettable lines. According to Wright, the rapper rivaled Jay-Z for the best rapper in the vicinity and even bettered him. She alleged that the envious Jay-Z then sacrificed Big L so he would become the king of New York. Jaguar Wright has also accused Jay-Z of sacrificing Aaliyah, so Beyoncé would rule the world of music. She insinuated that the rapper set up Aaliyah by having someone pretend to be her then-boyfriend Dame Dash's assistant. Before meeting and falling in love with Beyoncé, Jay-Z was vying for the heart and hand of the budding R&B singer. According to Dame Dash, the former best friend and business partner of Jay-Z, the rapper gave his all to win Aaliyah's heart. "He tried very hard," Dash said during a recent interview. He went on to admit that Jay-Z wasn't the only person that was interested in the singer. "Everybody was trying to get to Aaliyah. It was not just Jay," Dame said. "I did not know Jay was trying to holler at her, but then it just happened like that. He was trying, I was trying, everybody was trying. He was going hard." However, Aaliyah apparently rejected his advances and ended up with Dame Dash, with Jay-Z going on to date Beyonce. Conspiracy theorists surmise that the forever young rapper got upset with Aaliyah's decision and proposed her sacrifice so Beyonce could take over her spot at the top. That was how Beyonce was initiated into the occult and gradually rose through the ranks to become a grand witch. Though these allegations might sound extreme, the seemingly controversial incidents surrounding Aaliyah's demise appear to lend credence to such reports. For starters, it was claimed that the Princess of R&B was reluctant to get back on the plane, which flew her to the Bahamas for a video shoot. The reason why she didn't want to board the plane is up for speculation, but some fans claim she suspected foul play. Moreover, she had some headaches before the scheduled flight and wanted to wait it out. Nevertheless, Aaliyah was allegedly and carried onto the plane against her wishes. Secondly, many blogs and even traditional media reported that the plane carrying Aaliyah and her crew was loaded beyond its legal limit. The reason for overloading the plane is also up for debate, but many fans felt that it was all part of the grand agenda to off the budding talent. A minute after the plane took off, it came plummeting to the ground below, eliminating everyone on the plane, including the pilot, except the security guard, who later passed on at the hospital. Aaliyah's demise shocked everyone, as many people took to the streets to show their love and support for the girl whose dream in life had crashed to pieces. However, Jaguar Wright seems to have a different theory of the events that took place the morning the Rock Your Boat singer passed on. She claimed that Jay-Z and Beyonce had a person impersonate the PA of Aaliyah's then-boyfriend Dame Dash. The impersonator then calls Aaliyah to inform her that Dash has just been rushed to the hospital. Fearing the worst, Aaliyah insisted on flying back to the States despite several warnings by the pilot and his crew that the plane wasn't ready to take off. She insisted she wanted to be by the side of her lover, so she coerced the pilot into taking off, which explains why the plane was overloaded. Wright insinuated that Jay-Z and Beyonce had someone tamper with the plane, which explains why it crashed just a minute after taking off. Thus, she blames Beyonce and her husband for their role in the demise of who could have been the queen of R&B instead of Beyonce. Curiously, Aaliyah's demise coincided with the eventual rise of Beyonce to superstardom. She was producing music before then and was a household name, but many fans surmised that she wasn't as popular as Aaliyah. Beyonce had been a part of the girl group Destiny's Child, who had a few hit songs and their belt. The group, which featured Kelly Rowland, was blighted with troubles as fans thought that Beyonce was getting too much attention from her father, who doubled as the manager of the group. They complained that Beyonce sang almost all the solo parts in the group's repertoire to the detriment of other members. Some who couldn't stand the obvious discrimination left the group and were replaced. These departures brought a lot of pressure on Beyonce, as many critics and pundits blamed her and her father. Initially, the singer appeared unfazed at the criticisms and backlash from the media, but gradually it got to her. Sadly, Beyonce spiraled into depression and wouldn't come out for days on end as she feared running into fans who might boo her. Meanwhile, Aaliyah's star was on the rise, with everyone praising her for her sultry voice and amazing dance skills. Her songs were also topping the charts, and her music video was top-notch. While everyone was cussing Beyonce out for allegedly dimming the shine of her bandmates, Aaliyah was getting all the praise for shining her light. She became a member of the prestigious R&B stars, who successfully crossed over into movies with her debut film, Romeo Must Die, alongside action star Jet Li. Her role in the movie, coupled with her star appeal, saw her land her first major character, Queen Akasha, in the vampire horror movie Queen of the Damned. The movie performed relatively well at the box office, bringing in $45 million and a $35 million budget. Meanwhile, Beyonce was battling depression as her star struggled to shine. Well, until Aaliyah passed on and Jay-Z came along. All of a sudden, the Beautiful Liar singer star began to rise. The couple went on to release Crazy in Love, the hit single that brought Beyonce into the limelight. The song spent 8 weeks at #1 on the charts and remains one of Beyonce's greatest songs to date. Curiously, Crazy in Love was released in 2003, 2 years after Aaliyah's demise. Beyonce and Jay-Z have gone on to rule their respective genres, releasing hits after hits and chart-topping records. With Beyonce's success appearing to coincide with Aaliyah's passing, many fans surmise that the Say My Name singer had something to do with it. They believe that Beyonce wouldn't be where she is today if Aaliyah was still alive. Thus, they concluded Queen Bey and her husband sacrificed the budding princess of R&B as part of an elaborate Illuminati ritual. Interestingly, Unfortunately, the couple's use of iconography and signs that appear to be related to the Illuminati isn't helping matters either. Jay-Z is known for using a hand gesture that seems to mimic the Illuminati's all-seeing eye, also known as Eye of Providence. Explaining his usage of the special hand symbol, the Encore rapper said that it represented a diamond, not the Illuminati that many people have associated it with. In an interview with Gayle King on CBS, he explained that the hand sign had to do with a group he managed called Christian. When you sell 10 million, you go diamond, right? We believed in them so heavy, we was like, this group is going to sell 10 million records. Once the group started employing the hand signature at their concerts, it caught on with the crowd and everyone started adopting it. Well, the group isn't that visible, and we can confidently say with no shadow of a doubt that Christian never sold 1 million records. This gave fans cause to believe that Jay-Z's explanation was just a facade for the deeper use and meaning of the hand gesture. Other artists and their fans started employing the hand gesture popularity, forcing the forever young rapper to file legal documents that gave him the exclusive rights to use it. Of course, this raised some eyebrows among some fans as they felt that trademarking that sign only proved their suspicions that the rapper was into occultism. Beyonce also appears to have employed some occultic symbols in her music videos and stage performances. In 2013, Beyonce used the triangle in her performance at that year's Super Bowl, and the singer got flack for it. Some tabloids came to her defense, insisting that the sign was in support of her husband. She was showing some love to her husband Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records, which uses the diamond as its symbol, Yahoo Sports wrote. However, fans were not convinced. They believed deep down in their hearts that the singer was part of either the Illuminati or the Tri Delta women's fraternity. Interestingly, power went out at the stadium for 34 minutes, and many fans on social media linked it to Beyonce's hand signature. One fan wrote, "Well, that was one way to quiet the lip-syncing haters, give credence to rumors of Illuminati." Minutes after Beyonce's inspired performance, and just moments after a record-setting kickoff return from the Baltimore Ravens' Jacoby Jones, power went out in over half of the Superdome. So far, no official reason has been given, but for now, certain groups are denying responsibility. It wasn't us, the Illuminati. But of course, they would say that. And just before the blackout, Twitter went down. Let no one ever question Beyonce's power again. Aside from the diamond hand sign, Beyonce has occasionally used religious iconography on stage and in her musical videos, which conspiracy theorists have associated with occult symbols. In 2017, Beyonce set Instagram social media on fire when she posted a new image of her twins, Sir and Rumi, who were born in June. Wearing a veil, the Halo singer chose imagery similar to that of her pregnancy announcement, which drew comparisons to depictions of the Virgin Mary. A few months prior, the Queen of R&B gave fans a glimpse of her second pregnancy by reappropriating religious imagery. She wore a veil and was surrounded by a halo of flowers, similar to the classical depiction of the Virgin Mary. However, instead of getting fully clothed like the Virgin Mary, Beyonce decided to reveal some skin, which offended many sensibilities. She then captioned the photo, "We would like to share our love and happiness. We have been blessed 2 times over. We are incredibly grateful that our family will be growing by 2, and we thank you for your well wishes. The Carters." Beyonce's picture became the most liked post on Instagram that year, with many tabloids running with different headlines, some extolling her creativity, while others bashing her for her affiliation with the Illuminati. Some religious groups thought that the singer was making a mockery of their revered iconographies and called on her to apologize. To them, the Virgin Mary held a special place in their hearts and in their lives, so depicting her just to sell your image was a travesty. Some pastors even warned their members to stay away from Beyonce's albums and concerts because she had sold her soul to the devil. They claimed that the singer was a witch who promoted the kingdom of the devil. Thus, anyone who patronized her albums and concerts was initiated into the kingdom. Of course, many people thought the pastors, conspiracy theorists, and fans had gone bananas. They believed that Beyonce was only innocently mimicking religious symbols because she found them inspiring. Some even thought that the singer was fighting some kind of racial war, given how saints and icons are depicted as white, while the bad religious characters are shown as black. They surmised that Beyonce was trying to change the narrative, giving the black race an image that they could be proud of. However, given what Thompson said about Beyonce's use of witchcraft, fans find it to believe all that. Her closeness with Beyonce during her time with the band appears to give credence to all the witchcraft and Illuminati rumors. Erykah Badu's Sublime Shade shade and Jaguar Wright's expose all seem to support the idea that Jay-Z and her wife are neck-deep in the occult. Curiously, the rumors have been extended to their daughter, Blue Ivy, as well. Many fans agree that Blue Ivy is a ridiculous name to give to a child, which is why it created a huge buzz when the name was first announced. Many people tried to decipher why Jay and Bey selected such a name to give to their first daughter until the conspiracy theorists came along. According to them, the power couple chose the term Blue Ivy to pay homage to Lucifer, the head and god of their occult. They argued that Blue Ivy, when spelled backward, became Yulb Evie, which translated into daughter of Lucifer in Latin. Others also explained the name by claiming that Blue was an acronym for born living under evil, and Ivy was Illuminati's very youngest, or Illuminati victorious youth, depending on which side of the theorists you are on. Many fans claimed that the couple had initiated their daughter into the occult group, while some theorized that she would fulfill some special duties of the group, hence her unique name. Although these theories seem a stretch, many fans are bent on believing them, especially given the testimonies of colleagues in the same industry. However, Beyonce once addressed these rumors in her song, her lyrics stating, "Y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess." Jay-Z also recently added his voice to the rumors in an interview with Delta Sky magazine when he claimed, "It may sound a little arrogant, but I just think people can't handle when somebody else is successful. Something has got to be wrong when you got to be down with some higher power. And I guess when someone else is successful, it makes you feel like maybe you're a failure. So it can't be you. It has to be some other force." However, some fans are still not buying that explanation, given what some industry colleagues have said about the power couple. Of course, they don't expect Jay-Z to tell the whole world that there's some higher power behind their success, as that'll undermine all their hard work. They think that the couple are still part of the Illuminati and have given the lives of others to preserve their own and to sell their craft. Moreover, Erykah Badu and Jaguar Wright are in the same industry, and they may have knowledge of what their colleagues do to win. Plus, the testimony of Beyonce's former drummer, Kimberly Thompson, makes a strong case for their suspicions. Note that Thompson didn't just throw theories around, she also sued Beyonce in court for her alleged use of witchcraft. Thus, fans may not be wrong in believing her, Erykah Badu, and Jaguar Wright. For now, nothing has been proven yet, so we cross our fingers for what the future holds. And this would be all for today. Thanks for watching.